Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. For those of you who are new here, my name is Hannah. I am a full-time student pilot, and let's just spend the day together. What does a day in my life look like? So it is currently 10:50 in the morning. I woke up around 7. Now that I am not traveling, I go to sleep and wake up around the same time every day, which has been kind of nice. So I've been getting up around 7 every day. I already drank my coffee, did my devotions. Gonna be having a bagel with peanut butter for my late breakfast. My current instructor likes to do school stuff in the afternoon, so most days I don't show up to the school till like 1-ish. Every now and then we'll do a morning session, but it is nice to have my mornings, but it is so hot. So, and our planes don't have air conditioning. So flying in the afternoons, I'm just like dripping sweat the entire like 2-hour flight that we're up there, which is fine. Whatever, we'll get through it. Today I have a ground at 2. We actually have one of our meteorologists from our local news station is coming in to talk weather with us. So I have that at 2, and then we'll be doing a 2-hour flight after that. Everything's still going good with school. I did my takeoff and landing evaluation last week and got through that. Did it go as well as I wanted to? No, but I passed, and that's all that really matters at this point. I'm currently working on solo prep. I have a couple more flights with that, and then I will have my solo eval, and then it'll be time for me to solo if I pass that eval. So things are moving along real quick, but so far everything has been going pretty well, so that's good. But gonna eat my breakfast. I have probably like another hour, and then I'll start getting ready for class. While I eat my breakfast, I'm going to study for my commercial written test. I took my private written test last week and passed that. So I've been using Shepherd Air to study for the commercial test. So just gonna kind of look over some of that stuff while I eat my bagel and while I kill time before I need to start getting ready for class.
Ozzy got a haircut yesterday. Say, look how handsome I am. Hi, Shy. Hi, Shy. No, I can give Tyler love too. What you got? Can I have it? Can I have? Give. Can I have it so I can throw it?
It's almost 12:30. I'm going to put on a little bit of makeup before I get ready to head in for the day. I don't always put on makeup. It kind of just depends on my mood. And I have nothing else better to do at this point. So we're gonna just try to look a little bit put together today. A lot of you guys were shocked that I was already flying when I mentioned that in my last video, but that is like the majority of my school is me actually flying. Well, at least while I'm at the school. The other part is studying, and most of that is done when I'm home. Like this ground that I have today is the only ground I think that I have this week. So, and I didn't have one. Oh, I had one last week. I think I usually have like around one ground a week, and then I haven't been on the sim in like a week and a half because I've been flying. So I think since the weather's been nice, that's why. If it's a crappy day and I can't fly, he'll probably put me on the sim. But yeah, I've been flying pretty much every day for about an hour and a half to 2 hours every day. It just kind of depends on what's going on during the flight. I think I mentioned earlier that school is going pretty well so far. Right now there's really only like one thing that's not clicking how I would like for it to click. It's just not coming, I guess, as quickly as I would like to get it, which is the round out and flare during landings. I am either rounding out too soon and then not holding it off long enough, or I'm rounding out a little bit too late and not flaring enough. So still kind of working on that. Yesterday my flight, that seemed to go a little bit better than it had, you know, the couple flights before. So hopefully that means it's finally starting to click, but we'll see how my flight today goes with that. A lot of you guys were asking me how long my school is going to take, and it should take me about a year to get through everything. And then after I finish that year, I will have to start working towards 1,500 hours to then be able to be hired by an airline. So yeah, the school itself should only take a year. And then most people will become flight instructors after that to be able to try to get their hours a little bit quicker, the 1,500 hours. There are some other ways you can get those as well, but most people tend to become instructors. So that'll probably be what I end up doing, but we'll see how everything ends up playing out. Also, we have to get to that point first. I got to get through the private stage first before I can start thinking about some other stages. I have also been asked about my thoughts on ATP, which I've only been in the program for 3 weeks now, I think. So I'm still pretty fresh and new, which I'm still the only, or I guess I'm still the newest person to start. But so far it's been fine. I mean, like I mentioned in my last video, it was a little bit overwhelming to start because it was a lot of information and everyone else was in different phases than I was, so that was a little bit hard. But since I've gotten into it, like, I feel like I've adjusted pretty well. It is fast-paced and you are expected to kind of pick up on things quickly, but all the instructors that instruct at ATP also went through ATP. They don't hire any outside people, so like the instructors know what you're going through. They can, like, you know, kind of talk you through, like, you know, this part of the program is going to be one of the hardest, or this part of the program is going to be one of the easiest. What I have heard though is that once you get through the private stage, it just starts to get so fast. So I'm a little bit curious to see what that looks like, because that'll be, you know, in like 2 months, I think I'll start to, hopefully by, I think it's 2 months, maybe 2.5. I'll have my private license, and then it's like all the other licenses you get are like, you know, you get one in 1 month, one in 2 weeks, one in 3 weeks. So yeah, that'll be interesting once we get into like the quicker pace of things. But so far I haven't had any issues, and I do think that they set you up to be successful. It's just how much work you put in is what you'll get out of it, if that makes sense. But we are ready. I don't need to leave for another like probably like 40 minutes or so, so I'm gonna wait to put on my little polo shirt that I have to wear and my shorts. I'm tired of wearing that polo. But yeah, I'm gonna wait to put that on until closer to when I need to leave the house. Here's my little polo that I have to wear every time I go to school. I low-key am kind of jealous of all the other student pilots that get to wear t-shirts and more comfortable clothing when they fly, but it is what it is. If this is the worst thing about ATP, then I guess we can handle that. It's 1:25. I'm gonna leave a little bit earlier than normal. It only takes me like 20 minutes to get there, but since we have someone new coming in to teach our ground today, we're not going to be meeting in our normal building. And so I'm not actually sure if I'm supposed to park at our normal building and then walk over to the other building, or if I'm supposed to park at the other building. So I was gonna try to get there a little bit early and see if everybody else was like parking at the normal building or what was going on with that. I have a little apple that I'm gonna snack on my way. I'm not crazy hungry right now, but I don't think I'm supposed to be done with classes until like closer to 6 tonight. So by the time I finish that, I will be hungry. I also have a little bar in my backpack that I can snack on later if I need to, but let's head to class. I meant to show you guys the plane I would be flying in, but completely forgot to do that. Also, I am not allowed to record myself while flying. I think that's an ATP policy if I'm remembering. So here's my little route, all those takeoffs and landings, just going round and round and round, and then back to GMU. You guys, I think it finally clicked. My round out and flare, it's still not perfect, but I did 4 landings in a row, completely unassisted. So I think it finally clicked. I am so happy because I was starting to get a little bit on the anxious side of if I can't figure this out soon, like I'm gonna be in big trouble. But you guys, I think I got it today. Oh, I'm so excited and I'm so happy. Hopefully when I come back tomorrow and fly, it'll be confirmed that I have finally figured it out. Fingers crossed, you guys. But let's go home. My mom made dinner tonight and my grandparents are coming over to eat with us. So let's go home, eat some dinner, and that'll be my day in the life.
I can't figure out my phone since I did the update.
Well,
We're trying to learn technology.
we got one trying to clear up
It's saving all my photos.
storage space on one phone. She can't even figure out her phone. We got a lot going on.
Anyone want me to help them?
No.
Well, that is all for my day in the life. I had to get in the shower because I just sweat when I fly. Like, it's just so hot outside, like, and we don't have air conditioning, so I'm just, as soon as I get in that plane, I just sweat until I get out of the plane. So these next couple months are gonna be rough because it's gonna be so hot here. I think like in the next couple days it's supposed to be in the hundreds, so it's gonna be awful. But yes, I'll try to remember next time to get a video of the plane, or like one of the planes that I've been flying. I meant to do that today and then just completely got sidetracked when I went out there to go pre-flight. But yeah, as always, any questions, comments, whatever, put them in the comments below. I hope you enjoyed this quick little day in the life, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.